the heat of it, like when it was the most viral, Hailey Bieber followed me
Oh, yeah.
on TikTok.
Imagine. Explode. Like,
I love like a skincare routine. Just makes you feel like you have your life together.
Really. Especially when it's working.
that
One was crazy.
And then it was
Bone.
Wait. I'm obsessed.
You have. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
Danielle.
And Jaci.
And Chelsey.
We're here with What We Said podcast. This is like the crossover of a century, honestly.
No, whenever we talk about guests to have on, it's always you two. Like, it is always what we said.
It's been a long time coming. It needed to
I know.
happen.
It's like the girlies. I feel like this
Yeah.
podcast is for the girlies. And guys, this is a pod swap. So very soon there'll be an episode on what we said with Gals on the Go. So just more content for you guys, honestly.
I can't wait to yap. I can't wait to
literally.
get into it. Oh.
I feel like that's like the vibe of our podcast. It's just girl talk. You know, you're folding laundry. I just want to listen to some girls chat.
It's the best.
Yeah, some relatable content.
How
for
long
you
have you guys had your podcast?
Going on, this is our 6th year.
Yeah.
Same
I know
time.
it's like the same.
Similar
yeah,
vibes.
Yeah. Our 6-year anniversary of it, I think, is in June, right?
Yeah. Can you believe we still have stuff to talk about?
No.
Like every week?
It's because we're best friends.
Yeah.
That's why. Because
Exactly.
otherwise, I feel like it's
Yeah. Do you guys ever have people speculate about your friendship? Like, we'll get,
Oh, yeah.
like, are they really
100%.
friends or something? I've been seeing a few of that recently. I'm like, what? I'm just so confused.
You're like, wait, we've
yeah.
been doing it for 6 years. We can't fake it for this long, girl.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're in pretty deep in this.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel that you're happy you started when you did the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'd start this year.
100%. I mean, I kind of can't believe we did start when
No,
we did.
literally.
Like,
I
I'm like,
know.
that was a bold move. Like, we did not know if people would listen, but
Yeah.
I'm so glad we did. I feel like podcasting, I mean, you guys are probably in the same space. It just wasn't that popular at all. So we were like, it was kind of getting, I remember I would hear people listening to mostly true crime podcasts.
Yes.
But yeah, we like had started picking up a little popularity, but nothing compared to what it is now.
No.
So I'm always so glad that we started.
Me too. I really am. I feel like we were some of the first like influencer podcasts, like influencer
Yes.
friends.
Female duo.
Female duos. I feel like
Color Daddy kind of existed on the same time.
I feel like Call Her Daddy, Skinny Confidential.
Yeah.
There was like a few that that's all we knew. So I'm really proud of all of us.
I know.
It's
It
so
started.
good.
Pregnant.
Oh
my God.
And glowing. Can we talk about?
Yeah,
like,
you guys
seriously.
stormed in all beautiful.
I know.
I'm like, how?
Thank you. It's an act.
No.
Thank you.
How do you
It's an
feel,
act and
though?
good foundation.
Seriously, like, how do you like body
How do you
scan?
feel?
Like, like, I have so many. I have pregnancy questions, if that's okay.
Yeah. Do you want positive?
I think we want both.
We're honest.
Real
You can
and
start
not.
negative and then go positive.
Yeah. Because there's plenty of both.
Yeah.
I'm very far along. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm just like over it. But there's it's ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Like if you would ask me a couple weeks ago, I'd be like, I feel amazing. I feel so energized. I feel like I'm glowing. And then at this point, I think I'm just over it. If I'm being honest. It's
Yeah.
great, lovely, but also I'm like near the end, which is
ready
the
to
best
go.
part. It's like I can meet my baby soon. So I'm just like, let's get this pregnant part. I've been
this
doing
party
this for a
started.
while. Let's get it
Yeah.
over with.
Get the
I'm
show
done.
on the road.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so interesting because you guys are in a little bit of different timing.
Yeah.
So you're probably like, oh, I'm still having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a few months apart. I feel like, well, everyone's pregnancy is so different. We actually had very parallel, I would say, experiences. Like our first, say, like half of our pregnancies, have been really just like a lot of sickness and just super hard. So, I was not feeling like myself for like a full, like literally the first half of my entire pregnancy. And as of the past few weeks, I've been like, oh, I think I'm like a human again. I've been on, you know how I know I'm on like on Pinterest rebranding. Like I'm like,
Yes,
like
it's
this
inspired.
outfit. Yeah,
The
so I'm
lust
like,
for life comes back.
yeah, some sort of motivation has kicked in. So I feel like I'm at a good point right now where I'm like feeling pretty good physically and mentally and everything.
And there's like a fun part where your bump starts to really show. So, but it's not like too big where you're really bumping into things. It's like the best
into
little
things.
peak part of
Bump is
pregnancy.
bumping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Your pants still fit, but you can tell you have a bump.
I feel like I'm kind of at that stage
Yeah.
where it's like kind of popped now and I'm like, okay, I'm actually pregnant. And it's like the sickness has worn off. No, I'm not kidding. Every morning I was telling Chelsey, I will wake up and I put my hand on my stomach and I'm like, was it a dream? Like I can't, I like trying to figure out if it's real still. And then it's there. I'm like, Oh.
We were talking about that
pregnant.
morning 2 minutes when you first are like, wait, I'm a human.
Yeah.
And you're like, before, if you're going through something stressful in your life, you are kind of like, life is amazing. And you're like, oh, wait, I forgot.
Yeah.
I love mornings because they're so innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the
When
word.
your eyes open, it's like you hear birds chirping, and then you're like, oh, I have to do this. This is happening. This is going on. But those first few, even maybe the first hour of your life, you're not as stressed. I feel like my nervous system's a little bit calmer.
stimulated.
Yeah.
That's why I've been trying to work out in the mornings because I'm not as stressed. Because when I'm stressed and I work out, it doesn't work for me.
It just gives you more time to overthink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Overthinkers Anonymous. over here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's it. This might. I know people are gonna come for me for this. I thought that when
Get
you're-
ready.
I didn't really know many pregnant people. This is my first time. My friends are finally getting pregnant, things like that.
Yeah.
I thought that when you were pregnant, you're out of commission. You are on the couch for 9 months,
Yeah.
but you guys have energy. You're out, you're about, and doing things and stuff.
Yeah, that's an act.
Oh, that's the act. Okay, so that's the act.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like when you leave the
gotcha.
house, you make sure everyone knows, and then you go back. and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, again, everyone's so different. Some people never get sick, so they just are out. Where I look at those people who are not sick their whole time and they're just killing it out of the house all day.
I look at them with a lot of jealousy.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
jealousy,
Yeah.
a lot of envy. But it's half and half.
Yeah.
You just go with the flow, especially if you're working, you have to.
Yeah, you literally have
It-
to.
a lot of times it's whatever you have to do, you just have to do it. So if you have
Yeah.
the luxury of staying home, which it is luxury when you are pregnant and you're
Yeah.
feeling sick, it's so nice to just be able to be you know what? My body's going through a lot. I'm just going to lay down, relax. But yeah.
Yes.
So it's the nausea?
feel
when you say sick, you mean nausea?
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
It's-
morning sickness?
Yes, it's the nausea that I feel took us both
Yeah.
out.
That would take me out.
It's really hard to I was telling Leif the other day we were on a walk and I'm I feel nausea is one of the only things that's actually so hard to just bypass. Be oh, I can tough it out.
Mhm.
It's one of the only
hard.
feelings where it's I literally cannot do anything.
Yeah.
If I go on a walk, I'm gonna throw up.
Mhm.
If I eat this thing, I'm gonna throw up. It's
Totally.
so
Crippling. Mhm.
debilitating. So once that kind of passed for me, I was oh, like I said, I'm on Pinterest again. I'm life is
Yes.
good. Life is beautiful because it's oh, I can kind of if I have little aches and pains, at this point, that's the least of my concerns.
Yeah.
So
I felt the opposite way when I got pregnant. I didn't know people were out of commission when you're pregnant. I just saw
Yeah.
the social media version of pregnancy.
Right.
I was
Pictures
like,
of every-
yeah, and I hadn't had any close people in my life. The person who would tell me about pregnancy the most was my mom.
Mhm.
years ago.
Years
Yeah,
ago.
of course.
And so when I got pregnant, I got sick. I was like, what the heck is this? Why am I on the couch all day long? I can't even plan to do a maternity shoot. What is happening?
Oh.
So I had the opposite, but I don't know. Some people
It's
are
different for
expecting the
everyone.
worst, get the best. So
It's so exciting because your kids, you're going to make them be friends, right?
Of course.
Of course, they say.
Of course.
How old were you guys when you met?
14 or 15.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're teenagers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's so special.
How
Yeah.
old were you guys when you met? You were
About
in-
the same
About the
age.
same
Yeah?
age.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
15 and you were 13. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So
It's actually rare
right?
to keep friends, I feel from that age for
It's
into
very
your late
hard.
20s.
No, I know.
But once you get to your late 20s with that you're for
For
life.
life.
It's
Yes.
for life.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
I know. I feel especially just to pat you guys on the back too. I feel to keep a friendship for that long, remain close, work together. That's hard.
Yeah.
That. I mean, it doesn't have to be. People are always do you fight? And we're honestly, no, not really. But I just feel even you said, if people speculate on your friendship or
Mhm.
something, it's to have all these added
That
layers
gets
and to
annoying.
still be
Mhm.
we are best friends is, I think, so special.
Yeah.
It shows that you really have something special.
Thanks. I mean,
likewise.
thank you guys.
Yeah.
It's the
I
same
do
thing.
feel that way because you're my partner in so
Yeah,
many different
no,
ways,
literally.
literally in every other way except for romantic. I feel you are,
Except
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, no, it's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Do
I
everything
have
together.
her vacation days in my calendar because I need to know. Brooke is in blah blah.
Italy,
yeah, Brooke
yeah,
in Italy.
I can't do it. I mean, I'm away for 10 days. What is she gonna do?
No, I know. I'm I got lots of free time while Brooke's in Italy. I'm on vacation basically too,
I think that
right?
too. When you
Yeah.
go away, I'm oh my gosh, what?
Yeah,
I
what
have
am I gonna
no
do?
work for a week.
Yeah, no, I know.
Actually,
No
it feels like
calls.
it's
It's when your spouse is out of town, you're finally, I have some alone
Yeah,
time.
I know.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. No, it's really so funny, and I'm just so happy that we're all collabing.
I know, it's
Yay.
really, really
I
fun.
So, how's Kendall doing?
You know,
What's next for her?
as a Kendall update goes,
Like, she's going to be pregnant now. Watch this.
Yeah, because she recently got back with Devin Booker. Do you guys know the lore of, like, her relationships, really? Are you, like, invested in
What do you mean by, I mean, like, I follow, but I don't know.
Like, because she's kind of private.
do.
She's kind of private about her relationships. I feel like she doesn't share them a ton. I mean, you'll see photos and stuff. But she was dating Devin Booker for years. That's actually, like, where the whole conspiracy funny thing began, because I was at a Suns game, whatever. And Devin Booker plays for the Suns. So he's an NBA player.
Okay.
And we're from Phoenix, so we're Suns fans. And anyway, that was, like, always cool to us that she was dating a Suns player, because we're like, that's our team. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And then, but then they broke up, like, a year ago. Year and a half ago. Maybe more than that. And we were like, no, like, they were supposed to be endgame. And then she started dating Bad Bunny. Devin and Bad Bunny look pretty similar.
They really do.
Seen photos of them together. They're like together, but side by side.
Vibes, outfits, like everything similar.
They definitely have a similar, like, look.
Yeah.
So anyway, then she dated Bad Bunny for actually quite, like, longer than I expected. But then recently, after my pregnancy announcement, she's been spotted back with Devin more. Like, she's been in Arizona, which is where he lives, obviously. They were together for Valentine's Day. They were in the same, like, Super Bowl suite. There's one other thing.
They were both in Cabo at the same time.
Like, she posted a picture of a sunset, and then he posted a similar. So everyone's like, oh, they're together.
Oh, totally.
Which, like, when you're that famous, you got to know people are going to put that together.
Yeah.
Sure. It's like a way you're dropping it. It's not like, oh, coincidentally.
No, it's like you got to know that
they're confirming your relationship.
It's a soft launch.
Yeah,
in a way.
exactly.
That's the celebrity version. Like, normal people post, like, a leg or an arm or something, but for them, it's, like, just the same picture on different accounts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If she posted his arm or leg, I would go feral. I'd be so excited.
Or, like, people are doing, like, 2 coffees. Or, like, 2, like, drinks or something. Because, like, they'll be like, oh, I'm, like, on a date. There's, you know?
Exactly.
I feel like everyone does know, but, like, in summary, basically, Jaci did it start with a photo you posted? Kendall, like, has just posted a lot of similar things.
Yeah. No, it started with, I was at a Suns game and I got chosen to be on the Jumbotron. Like, they were like,
yes.
The way it started, actually, when you're about to explain it, is crazy. But then it got real.
Yeah. And I was on the Jumbotron, like, at the Suns stadium, playing a game or whatever. And then a few weeks later, or maybe a month later, Kendall dyed her hair red. And I jokingly, like, made a video. I was like, oh, I've been trying to figure out, like, how, like, where did she get the inspo? I was like, oh, because she was watching the Suns game. And, like, she saw a gorgeous redhead on the screen. and, like, Devin was like, yeah, that redhead, like, was really something special. So
totally.
I need you to dye your hair red. Yeah. So that's where it started. And then, but then
he booked the appointment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then they're actually, like, she posted a similar outfit to me. It's just, like, a white tank and jeans, but we were standing in the exact same position. Yes. So then I, like, kind of just, again, like, made a joke. I was like, I leaned into it. I was like, you guys, I think it's real now. And then it actually, like, got to a point where I was like, everyone's like, wait, are we kidding? And I was like, I don't know.
Now I don't know.
Because it was me on the beach reading a specific book.
That
one was crazy.
And then it was her the next week reading a bikini, similar towel, reading the same book. And it was, like,
in
kind of a
same pose.
In the same pose on her story. And it was, anyway. And then she posted something and it went viral that, like, I was comparing. And then she deleted only that photo from her carousel.
That's confirmation.
That's for sure.
Wait, wasn't there one more that was kind of
people?
crazy? I can't remember
Her comments. Like, what will they be like?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why she deleted it, but, like, I assumed, because I was like, why? Because then people were like, that photo's gone now, and I was like, what?
That's sketchy.
It had only been like an hour or two, and then I went back and only that photo was gone. I was like,
and you like Kendall Jenner, right?
We're twin flames.
Yeah. So, like, you're not mad about it. You're just like, this is fun. I'm gonna lean in.
Exactly.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There was one, the podcast one. It's like the Polaroid.
Oh, yeah. I was on a podcast and it was just a Polaroid with, like, a wood chair white backdrop of me, like, and I was like, I'm on a podcast with a mic. And I was like, I'm on this podcast this week. And then literally the next week it was her on Jay Shetty's podcast, Polaroid, wood chair, mic. And she was like, I'm on a podcast, like, and it's just thing after thing.
No, that's
but
weird.
it's just a funny thing. It has been going on for so long now, though. Legitimately 2 years. So I'm like,
do you think it's like an inside joke she has with herself at this point?
Like,
she's
like with her friends, like, guys, that Jaci girl.
The other thing, I remember the other thing that solidified it during the heat of it, like when it was the most viral. Hailey Bieber followed me.
Oh yeah. I forgot that was the main one
on TikTok.
Wow.
So I was like, well, that's her literal best friend. And they were together every day. Like,
yeah,
that's
posting
stories
confirmed, like, for sure.
That was
so
Hailey confirming for you.
Yeah, but then I'm like, well, they can't hate it. Like, to follow, she doesn't follow that many people, like only 100 or something.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hailey's active on TikTok.
I check every day. I'm like,
Did she
Did I do something
Yeah,
to
do you
like
guys do that with like
What
those
was the last
random
straw?
people that follow you? You're like, I have to check. Like once a month, I'll check if certain people
Yes.
still follow me.
Do you have anybody that like, I have one that I've been waiting to share.
Oh,
like
yes.
Emily Mariko follows me. She only follows like
Really?
100 people, and I'm
I
like,
love
I'm
that.
waiting for the day
Yeah.
for her to unfollow
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But she is my Emily.
she's
Yes.
the one?
Yes.
She's the Hailey Bieber. I know.
Yeah.
Because you're like, it just, to me, I just have so much imposter syndrome with it in general. Like, someone like that following me, I'm like, literally, why would she?
No, I know.
Oh, like, what does she see in
It's
me?
the closest. It's the closest Kendall can get to following you. Obviously, Kendall's not going to follow you because that ruins the whole bit.
whole bit.
because
Right.
Yeah.
Then people would,
No, you're so
it keeps the
right.
mystery alive.
You know what I would kill? I would actually give. What would I give to do this? To do the TikTok sound that's like, twin, where have you been with Kendall?
Oh my god,
The internet would
Imagine.
explode. Like,
Kendall!
I need that to happen.
It will. I actually feel like it's gonna happen this year. I don't know.
oh,
Weird.
you have a premonition.
You know when you can like. I feel like manifestation is when you truly can picture it, and like I see it. Like she's gonna
I
dye her
see
hair
it
red
too.
again.
I think that
Like,
might
out
be
of the
how
bed.
she announces her pregnancy with a video of you, with you.
Stop it.
Not her, Devin, me, twin, us in our pregnant bellies. I'm ready.
I could see it because like Kylie just did an event and I saw people post with Kylie like doing TikToks with
Yeah,
her. So I feel like it's
right.
very feasible that like she would invite you to something and you would
I
on it.
feel like, I think you had said this earlier in the conspiracy days. I feel like if it had been Kylie that this was happening with, I literally would have met her because she always leans into things like that.
She does. You're right.
Or like invited me to an event. Like I actually
Yeah.
believe that, and I'm not being delulu. Like I
No.
feel like I know multiple influencers who have met Kylie, been to her events. And
Really?
stuff.
Wow.
I feel like if it was like Kendall's just more private.
Yeah.
She also like could be again like you're annoying, but just the fact that
No.
Hailey, the whole thing, I'm like I just don't. If my best friend was annoyed with something, like if some girl was like going
Yeah.
viral for doing something, I would be like, bye, you're
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
I would never follow them.
No. Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
you like
so-
protect
Exactly.
your friend.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, they can't like hate it too much if you're gonna follow, but also, yeah. I
I'm
feel like
obsessed
she's
with
not
it.
one to lean in. You know what I mean? Kendall's
Yeah.
not one. I feel like she's more private. She's like
Yeah.
doesn't get into the weeds with the social media trends as much.
No, not as much. she
So,
just like rides horses.
It's a tougher
like,
one.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool
Mhm.
girl.
She's busy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Always doing like wellness.
No, the Haley
things.
thing is 100% confirmed because I feel like she's like active, like you said, but I feel like she keeps up with internet lore enough
Yeah,
to
exactly.
like
She does.
see
The word lore is
I love it. I
You
love
brought it.
And
I think
she's liked multiple of my TikToks as well. Not I.
Oh,
I
she's
don't-
in there.
I haven't seen her like a Kendall one. I don't think.
Yeah.
I feel like I would
it's like
remember
she-
that.
She's if she
She's
sees
seen
those.
them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've heard rumors of her messaging people and like confirming things and like I've
Yeah.
heard
Yeah,
about
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's something there for sure, but it's like it is my Roman Empire. I will say, like,
Yeah.
just like what is the
You guys are twin flames. That's the
What's
best way
going
to
on?
put
yeah,
it.
yeah. So we'll
Watch
see.
out.
Watch out, everyone.
Look out.
I know.
Look out.
I
No,
know.
I'm kidding. Okay, so you guys prepared favorite and rec, which is like
Yes.
we love to do it. I want to hear what you guys are loving, so we're gonna start with things we're loving.
Yeah. So this this will be our favorite segment. So this is like a product, like a physical
Something
item,
tangible,
typically.
usually.
Yeah, something tangible.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Do
We're
you wanna
ready.
Start us off.
We
Jen?
can start. Yeah, I
so
will.
You kick it off.
Okay. This is not a skincare or makeup product, but it is very important to your wellness.
Yes.
Love.
I actually got them for JC for Christmas, maybe, or your birthday.
Oh.
Fun.
Have you ever used shower steamers?
Obsessed.
I've heard of that.
Yes.
Okay, the ones that I like the best.
Can I do something?
Yeah.
That's,
that's
true.
nice.
True girlhood.
Thank you.
She
Especially
just
'cause
fixed
the
a piece of
camera's
hair.
on this thing. They're from Non-Tox Life, I think is the brand.
Oh, love.
It's like eucalyptus scented.
Mm.
They're the best ones I've tried.
Okay.
They're very strong. It's just like a little tablet, and you just throw it in your shower, and it steams the whole shower. It makes it like a spa
Mm.
experience, and you can put it in
Wow.
every shower you take. Like I cannot take a shower without one now, and you need one. It
Like
just
you're at
makes
Equinox. Getting
Yeah.
yeah, it
It
makes
gives
you
spa.
yeah
The
it makes
bath
you feel like
bomb
you're at a
of
spa.
showers.
Mhm.
Wait, so I don't. So is it like a little tablet and it's
Yeah.
one shower, or
Yeah,
is it
Just
okay
one per shower. You just throw it in like by the drain.
by the drain,
And then it
Okay.
just dissolves over the
With
length
the
of your
hot
shower.
water.
Yeah, with the steam. And the eucalyptus one is great, especially if you're sick, because then
Yeah, it gets
Yes.
you everything
It's
open.
so relaxing. It makes your
Wow.
showers 10 times better. And it's not that big of a, hullabaloo. to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just throw it in. you just throw it in.
that
Oh, we
word.
love a
Yeah.
luxe like shower moment. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Do you put it in like before you get in the shower, like let it run for a second, or just pop it in?
Yeah, I'll usually, once the water gets hot, I'll put it in and then
That makes sense.
take my time, put my shower cap on, whatever I'm doing.
Yeah,
and
like
then
Yeah.
get
take
in.
a couple seconds.
Can we talk about something?
Yeah.
About showers.
Yeah.
Okay. is your shower nozzle or whatever, you know, like the thing that
The head.
controls the like temperature
Faucet.
and everything,
Oh, that.
is that near your like do you have to
Oh.
Okay, my shower is I was just thinking about this because we're renovating a house and I was like trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, wait, why is the shower so annoying? And I realized it's because the like faucet or whatever is right next to the thing, and it's a walk-in shower.
And then you're like,
so you have to like walk in and like
Oh.
go like this and
Yes.
literally run away, or else you have to just like stand in a corner and wait for it to get warm.
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about?
Totally, because usually you let it run for a sec.
Yeah,
So you like, you turn it on and then you take a clothes off,
yeah.
whatever.
Mhm.
Yes, like that would be.
Well, you also don't want to get your hair wet if you're like trying to keep your hair
Yeah,
dry. Is that what
exactly.
you
It'd be
mean?
freezing too. So anyway,
Freezing
that's it's on my mind because now that I have the
Yeah,
control over like
that's
creating a
cool.
shower, I'm like,
That is
okay,
weird.
I want the handle over here and I want the faucet on the opposite. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So that I don't have to
absolutely.
like run because it's like a walk-in.
You've
thing.
As long as
outsmarted
you have
everybody.
access exactly to where the little handle is.
I guess it doesn't matter if you have a typical like bathtub one that's also a shower because you can just reach in and turn it on.
Yeah,
Mine is
that's
just like you
mine.
have to enter the shower.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
I'm just getting in the weeds here. It's
Yeah.
just
I
it's
love
a
talking
pet
about stuff like
peeve.
that.
I feel like hotels
I was gonna
are
say-
a lot of the time like
Yeah.
you enter the walk-in experience and then you're like, okay, I'm in here now.
Yeah.
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 It's so humbling because it's like, you know, it's a tub, but it's a tall tub and then a shower all in one. So you have to like step in, get the faucet. There's a handle, thank God, because it's very slippery.
Oh, it is.
And then you have to like go. It's a whole job, honestly.
yeah.
So
that shower is
moment.
a job.
that shower is a job. I'm just scared I'm
talking
gonna
about
fall.
the shower head. I've been hearing a lot about like the Jolie shower head
yeah, I
or
have one of
whatever. Like, you're
those.
supposed to you have it?
Mhm.
Do you think it actually does something?
I actually think it does. I had a different brand before in my old apartment, but I just got the Jolie and I like it. I mean, I didn't have the other shower head for too long in this particular house,
Yeah.
so I can't really be like my hair was dry before and now it's not.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I've heard other people who have had the before and after experience.
And it just
I
feels
have
like
that
you're
thing
doing
too.
something good.
Yeah.
I have the Symbiotica one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
they
I
have a
don't
shower
know.
head? No.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, it's love you Symbiotica. It's not the most aesthetic looking thing. It's like a
Oh.
white filter. It's not the
Yeah.
shower head.
Yes.
Oh.
Jolie's like the cute.
it's a
right.
Yeah.
It's like the head all in one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just too lazy to change my shower head. I tried it once. I was like, oh, this is a man's job. Like, I should not be doing this.
My super helped me with
Oh, you
mine.
did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got like a big rainfall one. I'm picky. I like.
Ooh.
You guys, neither of you live with your boyfriends, right?
No.
Okay. I've been thinking about that a lot. Like how there are just certain things. It's like that is just not for the girls. And
No.
like if I was single, I would not be doing that. Like the same,
No.
yeah, like shower head, certain things where I'm like, I'll be talking to like a friend. And I'm like, you should get it, and then I'm like, realize they don't
Have like a
have
man.
like a,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
man, and I'm
yes.
like, I would not do that
No.
either. Actually, I would not be putting in that effort. I would be hiring a TaskRabbit or
for
saying
sure.
sayonara.
I mean, granted, we definitely still make them. Like Ryan helps me with everything.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Totally.
Oh, yeah, if you have a
Constructing
partner-
anything, I'm like, I got this IKEA furniture. Good luck.
yeah, I'm like, thank you. But I really do feel like they're so excited when they help. They're like, okay, it's done, no problem. Like whenever I ask Ryan to do something, he's like, yeah, of course, no problem. Like I think they just
like
get
enjoy it
excited.
a little
Yeah.
more
Even if
too.
he's struggling a little, I'm like, oh, but he's got this. I'll just let him be a man, you know?
Well, that's
Yeah.
the hack is you have to make them be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. It's so hard.
You're
I'm so
right.
little.
good at that.
You're so good at it.
Oh my gosh, you built that so fast.
And you know how people say like when you ask someone for help, they like want to like you more.
Mhm.
So not that that's what I'm
Yes.
trying to do, but I do feel like when
Manipulate
someone
them.
asks you a favor or like, hey, will you hold this really quick? You're like, you want me to hold your coffee?
Yeah.
Like, it's this weird little psychology thing. but
They
it's
feel
so
like wanted
crazy.
or needed.
Yes.
Yeah, like oh, you trust
I'm
me.
not sponsored by Jolie, but I will say
back to
the
Jolie.
back to Jolie. The I put the shower head on
Okay.
Yeah.
because it comes with like girl instructions where it has
We love
laid out.
that.
It's cute and it has
Easy.
cute tape and it has a cute little wrench.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's so easy.
So
Like,
it's for the
you
girls.
can do it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's for the girls. It literally says like for the
Wow.
girls.
Oh, my
so
I love when
I love
if
that.
you get something, they give you a QR code and then it takes you to a video.
yeah, that
to
is
do it.
nice.
It's like,
So
welcome
Jolie-
to the Jolie shower.
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
Are we setting women back right now?
yeah, probably. We really are.
Like
No.
it's so
No.
easy.
It's a
to
girly
go to the
wrench.
video.
I
Yeah.
have a little toolkit, like, and I
We
feel
do
like when I
too.
whip it out, I'm like, oh, I got my
Yeah.
tools.
Yeah.
We just like things to look pretty. So if
Yeah.
you make the instructions pretty
Yeah,
and
definitely.
the wrench, literally, I think it says like girl boss wrench or something.
Oh, really? It's
I'm like, this is so cute. Makes it exciting. Romanticizes the experience.
oh, 100%.
Maybe I can put in a shower.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gave up too easy.
It's
I was
pretty
like,
well because like with pipes and water and stuff, that actually
Yeah.
scares me. So
the plumbing.
Oh yeah.
The plumbing of it all.
Yeah.
I
No,
tried
it's a
to put I tried to install like this bidet attachment.
Wow. I love a
did not.
bidet.
Well, I had to call
Yeah.
a plumber.
Oh,
It was.
okay.
I was like, I got this because I did the Jolie one. I was like, oh my gosh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm a plumber now.
First
And a
win.
girl
Try,
boss.
yeah.
Obviously.
Have you guys ever used a bidet?
Yeah.
We're getting into the
We have
literal
one in my
nitty-gritty.
home. Mhm.
Like
So
not
nice.
like on a hotel. In Europe they have them.
In
Yeah,
Europe,
yeah.
She like touches her butt. Like,
Oh my God, my
Have I
God.
used one?
When was the last time?
Visual representation.
I was talking about how this is disgusting. We can move on if you.
No, we talk about potty talk all the time.
I
on
will
chat.
say, and I'll inform your audience as well, because I talked about this on our podcast, but I was changing my son's diaper, okay? We didn't have any wipes. I had to use toilet paper. And I was realizing how inefficient toilet paper actually was.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, this is very eye-opening. I need to either be using wipes or a bidet or something.
Something moist.
And then I saw all these TikToks about like Europe is disgusted with us because we use toilet paper,
Yeah.
not like a bidet or
Yeah.
something like that. So I tried to get one of these. You can get them from Amazon for like I think $100 to $200,
Okay.
like a little attachment, and
Put
you
it
can
in.
put it on
Aren't
the
the
toilet.
flushable wipes like not?
Yeah, and you're not
use
supposed to
them
use
because
wipes.
it's like not good.
Well, you're not
for-
supposed to flush wipes.
right. Yeah.
You're sure as hell not putting them in your trash. So.
So
Yeah.
what about the flushable wipes?
Yeah, even flushable wipes are
Not
not
supposed to?
flushable.
I have heard. I mean, if you think about it, like the toilet paper,
Yeah.
you're like, you really got to take a shower.
Yeah,
and that's the
yeah.
water. So then,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
No, there's times I'm like, I gotta get in the shower. I'm like, when I'm sweating, I'm like, this is a shower.
Yeah, it just feels
Yeah.
better, Even
it
if you
feels
do,
right.
it
But I don't
just-
have a
you
bidet.
need the water. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need the
Is
water.
it like
aspect.
a bidet attachment, or is it?
Are you like physically like manually?
Yeah.
No. It's
like a
it's-
shower? Like
you
a
put it literally in you take off your toilet seat and then you add it and it's warm. You have warm, cold.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's really
You
nice.
can do how hard or how soft,
Oh, yeah.
No, you need a plumber for this. This is
Yeah. Well, they
You
were
gotta
like,
attach it to
the
something.
thing was like, this is super easy. You don't have to hire anyone. I had weird pipes, whatever. So I didn't want to have a leak in my house.
No.
Anyways.
That sounds like hell.
But it's supposed to be easy, whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe
like
I could
it?
do it. I love
I was
it.
gonna say I actually really
So
want that.
it's good now. It's in.
Yeah, oh yeah. After the plumber came, he
Yay.
Yeah.
did it very fast. I was like, okay. I did spend all day on that yesterday.
Yeah.
They're very far, but it's amazing. Highly. That's another one. I guess I have like 5 recommendations. I'm like,
Oh,
Jolie,
yeah.
bidet.
Oh,
do your
no,
whole
we
bathroom
Shower
steamers.
steamers.
The
No,
shower
I mean,
steamers.
my bathroom's gonna be looking fresh after
Yeah.
this. So thank you,
Mhm.
Chelsea.
Yeah, of course.
JC, what are you loving?
My current fave, as far as a product goes, is the Salty Face tanner. It's like it's like a face little like spritzer tanner. During the winter, I've been trying to just like embrace the pale.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how that's.
I can't do it. So good
I've
for
tried
you.
so many times, and I am a naturally very pale person, so I'm like, I just need to lean into like my natural skin tone. I don't even get tan in the summer really, so it's like this is how I was born. Like, let's just lean into it. I think it was like a combination of me like already, like experiencing some body changes, being pregnant, being sick.
Totally.
I'm like, I need one thing.
Give
I
me
like wasn't
something.
getting my nails done. I was just like, I
Wow.
need like something.
Mhm.
So I have been using that that tanner because you just like spritz it on your face and it comes with a little brush, like kind of like a fluffy brush, and you just
Ooh.
like so that you don't have to like put tanning drops on your hand and then like
Totally.
obviously if you're like getting a spray tan or I don't know, how do you guys self tan your face?
I use drops.
Yeah.
Use drops,
the
yeah.
Isle of Paradise drops or whatever.
Which I do love drops too, but I feel like sometimes it's just like
Oh, that
a
sounds
whole
way
thing
easier.
because it's like lotion. You have to like
Yes.
load it
yeah,
up with the serum.
yeah, and if you don't
Oh.
wash your hands really well,
Yeah.
like they will be stained.
It'll go
Yes.
like right there.
You have
Yes.
about like 2 minutes to wash your
Yeah.
hands after
Yeah.
to work.
So I like
That's-
that because it's
that's
just a little
nice.
spritz, and it's like I'll just put moisturizer on in the morning, and then I'll do like 6 spritz and do the brush, let it dry, and then like put my makeup on. It kind of like develops throughout the day, and it will stay
Ooh.
for like multiple days.
That's nice.
So that's a hack because
that is a hack.
It's just really easy.
You're more likely to do it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
night before we went to bed, I was like, I should self tan my face, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to do the whole thing.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
making a potion.
Yeah.
It's
You're in the
really
lab
easy.
chemistry.
Yeah.
So the brand is Salty Face. I really like the like tone of it, and you can, you kind of have to experiment with like how many sprays.
Yeah.
I think I do like
You're
maybe
pretty
7 or 8
generous.
sometimes.
Okay.
Because it's like a really light spray. You just kind of, but yeah, you can experiment, and then it's nice too with the brush because it really blends it all in and like
The brush
evenly.
is nice.
And you can like get your neck good too, and like
I
behind your
struggle
ears.
with
You know what I
that.
mean?
Like how far down? Because then if I go too down, then you see like a blotchiness on the neck.
Yeah.
So
But I feel like with the brush, you can really blend
work
it
it
out
in.
and like
Blend it
work
in.
it out.
Better
It's
than
like kind of
Blessed.
yeah. So I'm a fan, and
I
they
got
have
an email from them recently.
Oh,
Yeah, you
to
should
get
check it
that
out.
PR. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have maybe light, medium, and medium dark. I do light medium just because I am very fair skinned. But yeah,
Thank
love
you for that tip.
Yeah.
I'm loving.
No prob. It's my current fave.
Love, thank
Yeah, love.
you. What you got for us?
My current fave, we talked about it this morning when we were getting ready, Danielle. It's my House Labs blush. I have to talk about it.
I've heard a lot about House Labs lately. I don't have like any of their makeup.
Their foundation.
I heard their foundation is amazing
Yep,
too.
incredible. Yeah, that's what
Wait, I
we've
need to
both
get
been
it.
loving.
It's it's thick, but I love I
Makeup
like
artists,
it.
Yeah.
like I think the last 2 times I've got my makeup done, they might have like used it or been like, oh, I love the House Labs
That's
foundation.
always really telling. We
Yeah.
love to pay attention to what makeup artists are using. Like, so
Yeah.
what's that? What's that now? Like,
It's definitely like, it's thick, but it's not too thick. And the blush is pigmented. Like it is like,
Ooh,
you
I
gotta,
love
like,
that.
Yes. So you only need like a little bit. I use like a brush that almost like targets it like right in the spot that I should put it, because I tried it with the fluffy brush and I was like, whoa, like this is all over my face now. But they're like gorgeous colors. They're in like interesting names. I think I'm using one called like watermelon something and another one called apricot.
Wait, is it powder or cream?
Powder.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
They're just really pigmented, nice
they
blushes.
feel like they might be cream because they're so
Yeah.
pigmented.
Yes,
they
that's
the
apply
point.
like a cream almost, but they're powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pigmented.
They're like
blend
creamy,
nicely.
like, you know, it's not like a chalky. It's very like smooth.
Okay.
I'm influenced.
Yeah, same.
I
Yeah,
love a
they're good.
blush.
I know. I love blush too. I feel like that's
Bronzer
Yeah.
and
girlies on
blush,
the blush
like
now.
Yes.
oh, the duo that
Thank
just
God.
gives life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Between like, if anyone, they can get the face tanner, and then if you add some bronzer and some blush, it just like gives you life. I feel like
Look
especially in the
alive.
winter,
You look like you've been outside.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you look like you are alive.
I like putting it on your nose sometimes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just give me more blush, the merrier. Like I don't know if it's the theater kid in me from like putting it on so
yes.
much when you're young. I'm like more. Literally brought touch ups. Like we need it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Same.
Brooke.
It makes
I
me
love
feel like
that.
I'm a little makeup artist when I use my
Yes.
like you know, using my pigmented products.
Yeah, like hey everyone. No, we're like doing our makeup together in the bathroom, and Brooke's like, so now I'm going in with this. I'm like, that's so OG YouTube of us. Like,
That's what Jaci does to me too. She's like, so this product, you need to get this.
yeah, literally, we're like,
Yeah.
you're influencing each
Yeah.
other.
Yep.
My favorite is I learned something recently about skincare. I feel like everyone has their own opinions on skincare and different rules and different skin. But I recently learned I had dry skin. I always thought I had oily skin, but I guess your skin can still get oily if you have dry skin. This is like maybe silly that I didn't know this. Anyways, I was recently introduced to the idea of hyaluronic serum or
I'm
hyaluronic
obsessed.
acid serum. Had not a clue that I should be using that. And I really feel like Brooke complimented my skin this morning. I was like, maybe because I'm using hyaluronic serum. So I did want to shout this out. So I've been starting the morning with an essence. Do you guys use essences?
Like a mist.
They have mist or like
like
I
a
get
toner?
I thought they were toner. I didn't understand the difference
I
between
didn't either. I
toners and essences.
Yeah, I still don't.
Top line, this is what I'm understanding. Like toners, like, you know, you feel like that burn, it's like resurfacing, it's exfoliating. And then essences, it's almost like adding moisture into your skin so it can prepare to absorb the rest of the product. So I just feel like I'm doing something. So I put my little essence on, I tap it on my face, and then I go in with the SkinCeuticals Hyaluronic Acid Intensifier Serum. And it just feels like it's doing something. And then I let that sit, and then I put the vitamin C on top, and then my barrier cream, and I'm just like, I feel like I have a little routine.
I love that. You know what? I think I need the essence thing because I've heard that like sometimes I'll just dampen my face a little so that the hyaluronic acid
I feel
like
that's kind of the same thing. I don't
sinks
know.
in a little more, because if you're just straight up putting it on dry, I think it's better to put it on like damp or like some sort of product to
Right. Hold it,
to
absorb
hold it and absorb. So I feel like that would be really nice. I have
Yeah.
combination skin,
Okay.
which is like, well, it's a combination of dry and
Yeah,
oily.
maybe that's what
But I always thought I had dry because I would like get flaky like dry
Right.
skin, but then I would kind of be like acne-ish and oily on the bottom, and I'm like, what is this? They're
Make
like
up your mind.
combination. I'm like, oh, amazing. So I have to deal with all the like both issues now, but I love hyaluronic acid serum. Like it is
you-
one of the only things, especially in the winter, I get my skin
It's
is
the
so dry.
winter.
Like it is one of the only things that I feel like really like hydrates my skin. I love it.
Well, I'm so excited to be in the gang with you.
I love like
Hyaluronic
a
acid serum.
skincare routine just makes you feel like you have your life
Yeah.
together.
Really,
Especially when it's
does.
working.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
it's working. You're like,
Yeah.
Key number one.
Then
When
I
it's
always
number one,
like,
when it's
do
working.
something to throw it off, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, great, now I gotta
Yep.
treat my acne, and then I gotta
Exactly.
go back to the dry skin.
But we
Yeah.
always talk about, I'm sure you guys too, like getting so many awesome products in the mail. I'm not really consistent. I'll switch up like, oh, I'll try this vitamin C serum, and you're like, I don't know which one's actually working.
Yeah.
Because you switch it up so much.
I almost do the opposite. Like if my skin is decent, I'm like,
Don't touch, don't move.
Like I
Freeze.
literally,
Nobody
yes, I'm like, I cannot change one thing about this scenario because I don't want to throw it off.
No, I mean, that's
I get scared.
what I need to do.
Yeah. I know. I feel that with like what is actually working.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying.
one of
Like
them.
I need to be better about like this is my new
Like a
integrated
constant, the
product.
variable, like
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
math, like science.
Yeah.
I don't
Skin
know.
stuff is actually so hard. It's so hard to identify, like, also because it is internal too. So it's like, oh, did I eat something that's making me
Oh
like
yeah.
It's so frustrating.
so
When
annoying?
it's like,
Yeah,
oh, that
the-
foundation broke me out. I'm like, was it the foundation? Was it the blush? Was it the bronzer? Was it what I ate?
Was it the pizza I ate? Like,
Yeah.
literally.
Because the fact I haven't washed my makeup brushes
Yeah.
in 10 years.
Oh yeah. I need
Yeah,
to
or maybe
do
my
that.
shower head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to
Maybe
get that
your
drawn.
shower.
Yeah, exactly.
I recently saw something is like, oh, if you're getting acne like around your like mouth or chin, it could be your toothpaste. I'm like, oh, great, another thing.
I simply have to brush my teeth. See, everything
Yeah.
contradicts
I
itself.
already
it's
wash
like
my
if it has-
pillowcases every other day.
Yeah,
What else
that-
can I do?
Yeah.
If it has
You
like
really?
fluoride or something.
Oh, a good amount.
Not obviously not every other day, but like you're
but
on
I'll
it.
use the other side of the pillow.
Wow, you
Hack.
think about that. That's smart.
Don't
Do you
have to
use
wash
soap
it.
pillowcases or not?
Not intentionally.
Yeah,
like, I'm
no.
like the other ones are dirty.
Yeah.
So whatever we got that day.
It's
Yeah,
a
no.
rotation. I know they say that's good for your hair and everything too.
I have to sleep
Yeah.
on a silk
You,
pillowcase.
do,
Oh,
you
really?
notice it like
Mhm.
is it for like frizziness or like
My hair is so straight, but
face?
it's so fine.
Okay.
So if I sleep on another pillowcase, my hair will first of all shed more, and it will also just have more bedhead ruins, like the texture. I have to wash it more
yeah,
than if
you're
I
so in
sleep on
tune with
silk.
like yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really no, I'm not good at noticing like, oh, this is what you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm
That's
a
awesome
little
that
I'm a little too good at it. This is not working for me.
That's awesome. No,
Yeah.
I need to definitely consider that. Okay, so now we'll get into our rec of the week.
Mhm.
So Chelsea, you want to start us off?
Okay, speaking of people who follow you, who you're
Yes, I
shocked.
love
Yes.
I was for this when I was doing my homework. I was like,
Oh,
okay,
love it.
I need to go make sure I have her Instagram name right,
Mhm.
or sorry, her TikTok name right.
Yeah.
And she was following me, and I wasn't following her back. It was someone, you know, sometimes someone is almost too out of reach to follow. You're like, I
Yeah.
just wouldn't like.
I know,
don't
like
deserve to
really
follow
famous
them. Yes.
people.
To follow you.
No, I know
You're
it's
being
like,
humble.
like
That has me
actors
dead.
and stuff. You're like, I don't like. I watch you on TV. I don't really follow you.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
You're so
yeah.
famous.
So, she is a TikToker. Her name's Allison Bornstein. Have you heard of her? She
That
does like lots of
sounds so
style
familiar.
stuff.
Girl.
Yeah. She wrote a book. I haven't read it yet, but her TikToks in general, like I just love her
Got me.
videos.
Danielle's pulling up.
At the word
Yeah.
style, like you got me.
Yeah, Allison Bornstein. What was the trend like a couple years ago that she kind of started? It was the
Oh, I follow her.
three.
Didn't know this.
She had like a viral trick or tip
Wait,
for.
I'm trying to
She's
remember what
really
it
into
was.
personal style. It's like
Okay.
the 3 words.
Loading.
Oh, the 3 words.
Yeah.
It was like defining your style, or like figuring out your personal style by picking 3 words. And then
Oh.
everything you buy, you're like, okay, does this kind of fit
Yeah, I
in
love that.
to like
Yeah.
my vibe?
And it's more so.
3-word method. Yep.
Yeah, she's more so about personal style, just not like, oh, this is what's cool right now. You should do this. It's more like, how do you want to dress? What's your personal style? How to
Love
bring
that.
it out more. And I guess she just wrote a book, and I really want to read her book because it's all about
Wear It
personal
Well
style.
is the name.
Yeah,
of the
Wear It
book.
Well.
Is it
I was
like
gonna
a-
say it's
cute.
Wear It
That's so funny. I'm already following
I
her.
don't know. I was wondering if I can get on my Kindle, but
I'm
yeah.
picturing like, did you guys ever read like the Lauren Conrad books? Like the style.
no.
Lauren Conrad beauty, Lauren Conrad style, like
Yes.
and
like
she
a
had
coffee
fiction books,
table?
too.
Yeah, they're more
yeah.
like that. But it would
like
be
how
like
to
a-
top knot, like TBT.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
pictures with her hair down. The second picture is like with her like putting up her like it was
Yeah,
like
I was
iconic
obsessed
pictures.
with
Yeah.
her.
mm-hmm.
Same era as like I feel like who else came with that? Was it Michelle Phan that came out with a book? There were a few like people who came out with books in that
Maybe
time.
she did.
Style
I love Michelle
books.
Phan.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Nate. Oh, Bobby Brown had books.
Oh
Did
my
you guys
god,
ever read that?
I owned them.
But
Yeah,
we really
those
were
are-
the same growing up.
Yes,
That's
those
crazy.
are like the textbook. I was like, oh,
Oh
teaching
my god,
myself how to make
complexion,
A
A textbook,
concealer,
literally
Yeah.
studying
peachy
every night.
tones under eye, like
I know we'd all just love.
we were
her.
so obsessed with makeup. It's so crazy. Like now, I mean, obviously we were talking about makeup, but it's just like that's how we got
Yep.
into all this. I don't know.
Mhm.
Did you
Anyways.
guys make like OG beauty?
Yeah, like
yeah,
that's
our
YouTube
main
videos?
channel names were I was Brooke X Beauty.
I was the makeup by Danielle.
Yes, we're like
so
make-
good at
yeah,
makeup.
yeah.
I'm so.
Like that's like I'm not like I go to makeup artists often for tips. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just so
I feel like that's how
interesting.
so many YouTubers I know started, like in the beauty.
was the gateway.
space. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And then vlogs became after that.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
all beauty.
Yeah.
I
was.
love that rec. I follow her, but I need to go stalk her. I
Yeah.
don't know how I
Needs
followed
to
her.
come
but-
back in your algorithm.
Yeah, bring her
Exactly.
back.
Yeah,
We were
somebody had talked about how they read her book and
Okay.
we're realizing how to kind of keep her own style versus like I don't know,
Follow
Constantly
trends.
adapting.
follow
Yeah.
trends all the time.
That's really so great. I love that so much. Thanks for the rec.
Yeah.
My rec is something that Leif and I have been watching. You guys, it's Deal or No Deal Island.
Oh,
Island.
I'm intrigued. I'm in. Tell me.
Have you?
I know Deal or No Deal.
Yeah. So I don't know if Deal or No Deal has still been going on.
No.
Has
No,
it?
I watch reruns.
It's done.
Okay.
Like,
I didn't
it's on.
think so.
No.
Well, they basically reinvented it, and it's now Deal or No Deal Island, and it's kind of like a mix. Kind of Survivor and Deal or No Deal.
Okay.
I don't want to say Survivor because they're not like trying to survive on an island.
Yeah.
Like they're sleeping comfortably in it's like kind of like tent cot. It's like glamping kind of.
Okay.
Yep.
But they're like having great meals. It's not a survival thing, but they do challenges. And I'm literally on episode like 2 or 3. But Leif and I are like, this is a good show. This is a good.
Gosh.
I personally just love a challenge show. Like
Same.
it's
exciting.
just so
Yeah, you would love this.
Did you watch Traders?
yes.
Oh.
Obsessed.
It's so
You
good.
watch it?
No, I want
Yeah,
to.
Danielle's not as into like reality game shows.
No,
Okay.
it has to be really like. Finally, I was like, okay, I'll watch stuff as because everyone's talking about it, and I did like it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just like a fun.
I'm in.
It's a great show to like watch at night, wind down. You know, it's wholesome. Those shows for some reason like make me cry more than anything. You
Really?
know, like
Yeah.
Survivor. Like I will
Survivor.
sob.
Yeah, I
I
can
get
see
Like,
that.
because they like you get to know the person a little more.
Yeah.
This one really, I think, is just the pregnancy hormones. There's a kid guy, whatever. I don't know how old he is on there. That's like very nerdy, and he has like
Are they regular, just normal people, or is it like celebrities that go on?
Boston Rob from Survivor is on it.
Okay.
He's like one of the only kind of more.
No.
well
I know Boston Rob.
Yeah.
I feel he's
Yeah.
well known.
Oh,
for
yeah.
being
In the
on-
reality
Gee.
TV, like
Yeah.
or
Well, he was
competition.
Survivor, right?
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
him
yeah.
to go on Traders so bad.
Oh, he'd be
Maybe.
good. But
He's
most
busy,
of them
obviously.
are just like random people, or one of them was like a former Deal or No Deal model. So she was like a case
Oh,
girl,
wow.
and now she's on the island. And so it's a good like mix of
Okay.
people. But anytime there's like a nerdy guy, I am sobbing. Like I'm always rooting for them. I was like, they have to win. Like, and anyway, so that's why I was like tearing up because he was talking about how he has like a learning disability, but he wants to be here. And like, I was literally just like, oh,
No, that would get me. That's really
so it's like
sweet.
a wholesome but fun, challenging. You're kind of on the edge of your seat. Good new show if you're interested.
I love
I'm
new,
interested.
to know the shows.
It's like on TV currently.
yeah, it's on.
that's fun. You
what
can
is
actually
it?
tune in.
Or I don't know what.
Do you watch it on
like
streaming?
Hulu or
Yeah,
something?
it's streaming. I'm
Is it
sure.
on Peacock?
It might be
Oh.
Because
Peacock.
I think it's like the same. I would always see it when I would watch Traders.
I think it might be
is on
Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Great.
There's only a few episodes of it out. Like it's
Okay.
like
So it's
3 or
like-
4 episodes deep at this point. So
Wow, so I should hop on.
yeah,
Yeah.
just hop on now and then.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so perfect for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested too, but I think you need to vet it for me.
Okay.
Brooke will tell me if I need to watch
Yeah.
a show. I like always have podcasts on, but I don't always have TV on. That's like
Yeah.
my problem.
You know, that's not. I wouldn't say it's a problem.
Not
It's like, I
problem. No, it's just different content.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really. I'm
Yeah.
not listening to like educational podcasts. I'm literally listening to things like Gals on the Go
Yeah.
and what we said,
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
vibe.
You know what I think about? I was just making this connection. Like sometimes I think as someone who does like content creation or podcast or whatever, it's like it's nice to watch something that's completely out of your wheelhouse that has
Yeah.
nothing to do, like the Deal or No Deal or Survivor, things like that. It's like it's not girly.
compare
It's not
yourself.
really. Yeah, it's no
Mhm.
comparison. It's just like literally I'm vegging out and like watching this fun challenge show, and there's nothing
so
about it that
true.
really relates
Yeah.
to like
Makes me overthink.
makes me overthink or like I'm
love
not listening to
that.
another podcast that I'm like, oh, we should do that. Like it's just like. You know what I mean? I think that's why I love it
Yes.
so much. It's
Yeah.
so different than
Yes.
what I'm used
Oh,
to.
absolutely.
Yeah, I feel that way with like following people on social media, like just following people that live on opposite sides of the world or do
Yeah.
completely different things.
follow rogue.
I
people.
love
Brooke
it,
would be like,
though.
this girl
Yes.
says this, and then also that, and she lives in Australia. I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah, the girl who is a golf cart.
Oh, I do love her.
yeah.
A cart girl, is that what they call it?
Cass something.
Yeah,
yes.
She's the cutest.
adorable.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, her videos like they come up and I'm like,
It's so niche
should be
and
a good
cool.
day.
She's
Yeah.
genius for that. Like, I love watching her.
and she decorates the cart so cute.
I know.
I
And like her
know.
talking to the guys, like it's so interesting to
I
me.
know, and she's so like normal, and the men are just like terrible. And
Yeah, she's
yeah,
so
like
normal.
but she
Men are
handles
terrible.
it so well, is what
Yeah,
I mean.
yeah,
yeah.
She sticks with grace.
I need to be better at that, like following. Not I don't want to say
Brooke can
random.
send you.
Oh,
send
send
me
you-
send me a list.
She'll send me
because
things.
I do love when I come across like something that's so different than what I'm
Oh,
used
it's
to.
exciting,
Because,
yeah.
it's exciting. It's like I follow. I mean, now I'm like just calling myself out, but it's like I don't want to see the slick back, like your slick back hair.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
at this point, I mean, I'm a hypocrite because that's what I'm posting.
No,
But it's like,
but because you're posting it, you're like, I don't want to see it also.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, let's get something fresh.
I totally feel
that's
that.
Good to know, yeah.
It's fun to, like, I'm down like a Miami rabbit hole. I'm obsessed with girls that live in Miami right now, so that's where I'm at. You know,
Yeah,
you've got your
like, maybe
fixation.
I'll move to Miami.
I was telling Brooke this morning, I was like, because I always say, like, after New York, I want to move to one more city and then go potentially to Tampa, where I'm from, in Florida. I mean, maybe it's Miami for me. I don't know. I'm obsessing over it.
How far is Tampa from Miami?
It's like 4 hours.
Okay.
So it's far, and it's such different vibes too. So I feel like it's like a little bit more urban, and then Tampa would be a little bit more suburban. So it'd be like a nice little boom boom. But
I love fixations.
It's
I love
so
a
fun.
fixation
Yes.
of the week.
Oh, yeah.
it's so
Yeah,
Of the day.
Of the day, of the hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your
I've done that before with other cities. Like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and this is the apartment I'll live in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've looked. Don't worry, I've looked.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, okay, Edgewater. Okay, nice.
You already know. That's really funny.
Edgewater.
Have you guys
That's like
ever,
an area, yeah.
Have you ever lived apart doing the podcast? Or have you
Yeah.
always lived in the same place?
So we started in college, and I'm 2 years older. So I was a senior, and Danielle was a sophomore.
Yeah.
So we were together that year, and then I graduated, like moved away. So we did it virtually, and then COVID happened. So we were doing it.
We were already
We were already doing it
Zoom, so
virtually. Continued, and then when Danielle moved to the city 2 years ago, that's
Yeah.
when we were back
So
in
back
person.
and
So we
forth.
were virtual for
Wow.
a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. And it worked. I mean, it's definitely way better in person.
I know.
Yeah, it's always better in
Can't be
It
beat in
hits
person,
different.
unfortunately, but
Well, now too, you guys didn't start with video, right?
No.
We started
Same-
video 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
started.
I mean, sometimes I'm like, I miss just the audio days because that's why we started it, because we were on camera all the time for other things, you guys too.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, video is helpful for like promo. I'm sure that's why you
I
guys
know. You
and
just have
people
to,
like
like,
to watch
adapt.
it on YouTube.
It sucks.
Yeah.
No.
I know. It's on one hand, it just kind of turns into something different, I guess. Like before, when we weren't on video, I would be a slob. Like I would come,
Right,
just
you
be
could
like
just-
no makeup, like I just didn't care at all. And I feel like now I care a little more, but it's like, okay, it's kind of fun to also care and like get dressed
No,
and
it's, like,
like
going
make it a
effort.
moment.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fun.
No,
too.
exactly. I think the only reason I don't like it is because then you fixate on yourself. You're like an hour of you talking, like I'm like, oh my god, what is
Yeah,
happening?
I
Oh,
don't
for
rewatch.
sure.
I definitely don't rewatch the footage.
Yeah,
no,
no.
never.
But I know like there's definitely a certain audience that like loves having it on their TV and watching it, so
Yeah.
it makes us happy. But okay, Brooke, your rec.
Dune 2. Did you watch that?
Oh,
that?
wow.
I haven't seen either of them.
Yes, it's a Dune 2. I will say it's like a movie for the theater. Like it's actually
Yeah, I know what
something
you
about like the
mean.
big screen, like the loudness of like
Surround sound.
Yes, it was like a popcorn, like a true movie experience.
Okay, yeah.
Because I watched the first one. I think it's just like on Hulu or whatever. And my boyfriend was like, "Let's watch Dune." I was like, "Oh, I guess like I'll do it so that I can go to the movie theater."
Yeah,
for the second
yeah.
one, like
Yeah.
Reward.
the first one was kind of like a lot of setup, kind of boring because it's based on books, and it's definitely like very sci-fi. It's like in the future, but it's Timothée Chalamet. I never understood the hype. Like I get the hype now.
Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
not from like him being like cute standpoint, just like I understand. Like he's an actor. Like,
Yeah,
he's,
just like
he's
the
a prof-
talent even.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Zendaya is more in the second one, and I'm obsessed. Like now I went on a whole rabbit hole for her. Like,
Yeah.
Fixation.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite is when you watch a movie and then you're like become obsessed with the
Yes,
character and the actor and then you're like,
yes.
what's their zodiac sign? Who are they married to? Like it's
Yeah, it's
Yes.
so
my
fun.
favorite
What
part.
other things have they been in? What are their
Yes.
current projects?
Yeah.
Like,
And now I'm on like Dune TikTok, like seeing all of the.
that's really fun that you could be a part of. I know that's the only reason I was like, I want to see it. I want to be a part of it all. I think
Yeah.
movie. You definitely have to watch the first one to understand. And I
Sounds
still
like
don't even
it.
understand all the like I can't tell you the deep names
Yeah.
and like the like I don't but I understood enough to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I
Sci-fi
absolutely
and
love
fantasy
that.
stuff is it. I almost get scared to get into it because I know I will be so fixated on it and I will not be able to think of anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it like lives in your head.
Yes, where I'm like, that's how I felt about Dune. I'm like, I know. People are like, you would love it. I'm like, I know. That's why I can stay away
like,
from
no,
it
it's
right now.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, like I'm saving it for a time where I have time to be fixated on it
Yeah.
and be obsessed with it because I know I'll be obsessed with it.
Oh, that's so
because there's so much lore. to it.
Yeah.
There's I think there's 6 books or something.
When something has like a different language or a different just like way of
The whole world.
communication, you have to learn the world, the different cities. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
You got to really get into it.
Yeah.
and there's a lot of different like settings and places.
Planets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Austin Butler was in the movie. It's like a star-studded cast. I don't. And
Yeah.
then Florence
You.
Pugh.
Oh, I love her.
I love
Wait,
her too.
have you seen the viral clip of like them all introducing themselves to like Zendaya?
Yes.
She's like, it's Zendaya and like Timothy, and then it goes to him. He's like, in Austin.
Like Elvis voice vibes. Wow.
Everyone's like, he needs to stop.
Yes.
Like, you know it, buddy. Like he's just leaning in now.
All the comments were like, and Austin, and Austin.
I know people are stitching it.
I love going to the comments, like, or people. I ran to the comments. Like, I love when people comment stuff like that. When it's not about me, like
100%.
like when it's about something else.
Or they'll be like my lab group in high school be like, or something, because it's like such a random group of people.
Yeah, it's like different genres.
Very different people.
Yeah, that's really funny.
What about you?
My rec, it's similar to what you were saying in the sense that it's something that's totally uninvolved. I'm watching Curb Your Enthusiasm right now.
Wait, I was just in a conversation about Curb Your Enthusiasm last night.
Oh my
So
god!
random.
Have you seen it, or what was the
Lake
combo?
loves it.
Okay.
So he's been watching it a little bit. And
hilarious.
Yeah, it's really funny. I've only seen like a few episodes here and there. I haven't like
You don't really
fixated,
need to.
but yeah, he loves it. He's like, this is such a good show.
It's well, it started out, I won't get into it, but it was like Ryan was trying to teach me a lesson about something. So he was like, hey, we're gonna sit down on the couch, and he plays this random episode of the show, and it was a quick scene that he wanted to show me, whatever, and I'm just not gonna get into it. But I was
like a
like,
joke.
it was like a joke.
Like,
It wasn't like he was actually mad at it. It was like a joke.
No.
Basically, he wanted to teach me a lesson.
Basically,
Yeah.
there's something
and you gotta watch the show to learn.
Yeah. There's something I always say, like a phrase that I got from someone else, and I guess it's like he thinks it's so annoying. He's like, "Oh my god, you always say this. I don't think you realize how much you say this." And then
There's an episode coming around the
yeah.
concept. Yes.
yeah, an episode, and he just keeps looking at me while I'm watching the episode, and he's like, do you get it? I'm like, no. And he's like, you stop saying that phrase. I'm like, okay. So anyways, I'm like, I just thought he was showing me a funny show. I think the show is hilarious. I'm realizing it's my humor. It's like old men complaining and just dark humor. Like, it's just fun.
Yeah.
And I laugh out loud. And it's really hard for me to find shows that I laugh out loud at. And I feel like, oh, that's funny. But like, I cackle. So then we were watching just a couple episodes here and there. But then I was like, let's just start from the beginning. And it's so fun. And it's so just like, I always say I could fold laundry, but I really hate folding laundry. So when I could find something to fold laundry to.
Oh, my chair right now of unfolded laundry. Like, it's.
Godspeed.
I left it for when I get back.
Yeah. The chair. That damn chair.
Yeah.
Mine's literally just on my floor, like in a pile. It's been there for a
Everyone's
minute.
got a pile.
Yeah.
And you just have to feel okay with
And you have
that.
to negotiate with
The
yourself.
annoying thing about laundry is it's just never done, and it never will be.
It's constant.
Yeah.
You're so right. Or the thing is, I kind of always have to have laundry because I don't have enough room for everything.
That's what
Yeah.
my problem is. That's actually why all my clothes are on the floor right
Yeah.
now, because I was realizing, like,
I need to wear things.
I'm like, there's no hangers. So,
Yeah.
and I was like trying to purge, but I'm like, I just need to, like anytime I wear something, I'm like, I'll put this away now. I know it's kind of an issue.
It's a good problem to have, but it's like, all right. Okay, so we want to end the podcast with hot or not for trends,
A
because
fun little segment.
there's all kinds of, like, we have some fashion trends, some beauty trends, and no one will be offended by this. This is all our personal opinions. I feel like all four of us have our own unique style.
Yeah, and it's like opinion for yourself too.
Yeah, it's
like,
yeah.
It doesn't
let's say
matter
it's
what
for
other
yourself.
people do,
It's for
yeah.
yourself.
What were we talking about the other day that I was like, I hate it on myself, but love it for other people? Like, it was like it was someone's engagement ring.
Yeah.
It was someone. I mean, we're not. I won't mind or judge. But you showed me a picture of one.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was like, look how
I
stunning.
do not like.
Yeah.
But for her, it's awesome. you
Yeah.
know?
No, but like, 'cause it makes sense for her style.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
But you were like, I would literally never wear that, but it looks good on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's true personal style. It's like.
Of course. That's
Embracing
why
it.
everyone wears different stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
we all don't like the
Exactly.
same stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so we're just gonna get started. The first one, I don't know if you guys have seen this, mesh ballet flats. Have you been seeing these? A lot of designers are
Yes.
doing these. They're like ballet flats, but they're like, you can see your toes.
Yeah. You know, I'm all down for that if you have
Beautiful feet.
constant pedicures.
Yeah.
Because there
true.
sometimes been a little bit since I've gotten a pedicure, and
Yeah, me right now.
it's like half them are painted, half them are not. Wouldn't be a day I'd wear
That's so
them.
true.
Mhm.
But if it's, a little curated moment, I think it's cute.
Something about me is I'm 2 years late to shoe trends. Like it's like
Shoe trends in specific?
It is a personality trait at this point. I'm not kidding.
So specific.
It's so
Yeah.
specific. Like
So what's right now then? What was 2 years ago?
literally what I'm wearing, which is like Adidas Sambas. Like that they're like
still in.
they're still
Yeah.
in, but like I would say that was more popular a year ago. Maybe
Yeah.
even started becoming popular around 2 years
Well,
ago.
now it's the flipped tongue of the Adidas shoes.
right.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I've seen.
I don't
those.
know. You've seen them. They look
So-
like tortoise.
Like you wear them that way?
the
or
Wales,
they are-
the Wales
okay.
Bonner
The
ones.
Wales
yeah.
Bonner ones.
I know they're
those.
on my StockX, and they go up in price every day. It's
They're really
so
stunning, I
sad.
will say.
So my point is, it takes me 2 years to like get the confidence to wear the shoe trend because I'm always like, at first I'm like, oh, I can't. I feel like I couldn't pull that off or something.
I get that.
And then, so in 2 years, I'll probably be wearing the mesh.
Yeah, perfect. Can't wait to see.
We can't wait to see
2026.
how you style them. 2026.
I love them, but I really am trying to like ballet flats. I feel so self-conscious in them because I like to wear, and I'm shorter, so I like to wear anything with like platform, heel. Yeah.
What was your phrase?
Clown feet.
Chelsea's like, I literally want clown feet. Like, the bigger my feet look, the better. Like, I want my feet to be this big.
See.
What size shoe do you wear?
I'm a 7.
That's why.
So
what size are you?
I love it.
9.5.
Oh,
So like
that's great though, because then you have that. Like I feel like
It looks nice.
Yeah.
It makes your legs
You
look nice.
think?
Yes. Oh my God. When people are like, oh, my feet look big and that, because if you do like wide ankle, I'm like, good.
stop bragging.
Yeah. I'm like, stop bragging. Like, I actually want
Wow,
that.
new insecurities unlocked, I guess. Like,
No, not but
well, not for me, but I didn't realize that was a thing. I thought that I had big feet.
no,
and
it
I was
makes
like,
everything else
slay.
look nicer. I swear. It makes your legs.
I
look all
agree.
good.
I have very small feet, and I feel like it's giving like deer feet. Like if I'm like wearing ballet flats, it's like
that's-
okay, you're not
Giving hooves.
They're so
Yes.
cute on people. I just
Yeah.
need to be like taller. What
Yeah.
would you wear them?
With the right outfit, maybe.
Yeah.
Like I feel like with like a jean and like because I do like ballet flats actually with like
They're
not
stunning.
cut jeans, but like a straight leg jean.
Yeah,
kinda,
They just
like
peek out a little.
yeah, like a little on
Totally.
the bottom. I mean, I feel like I'm wearing slippers around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels
I mean, it is a
vulnerable.
slipper.
You're like close to
Ballet
the
slipper,
ground.
Mhm.
Okay, next up, side parts.
You know, I think
I don't know if I'll be
Ever
able
go
to
back?
Yeah. Are you wearing it?
Maybe in
I'm
two-
like
maybe
middle.
in 2 years
I'm
again.
middle today.
I think it's hard when you've experienced the first time it was a trend, like
Yeah.
literally in high school it was a trend. It's hard to revisit it when you're a little bit older.
Yeah,
because
you're
I'm
like, oh.
am I just trying to do what I did in high school? But this is what all the
Right.
cool kids are doing.
You know what I heard is like this older lady. You know what actually some of my fixations are like older women on TikTok or like these like new. Have you seen content creators that are like in their 60s? I feel like it's
Yes.
becoming
I come across
a
Yes.
thing, and I'm obsessed. But this one lady came across my For You page and she was talking about how she was like, my biggest piece of advice, like as you're aging, is don't get stuck with one hairstyle. She's like, she's like, you know, those people where it's like they've literally had the
Yep.
same hair for 40 years, like
Yeah.
30 years.
Serena.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Love her, but yeah.
Or Long
For a
Island
while.
medium.
Oh,
Long Island medium has that iconic.
Mm-hmm.
The coloring, yeah.
But there's and I feel like a lot of older women that I know,
Yeah.
they have that. It's like
Yeah.
they never switch up their hair. It's just like
Yeah.
always the same, like whether, and it kind of is maybe the same as it was like way back then.
When it
I
was
don't know.
trendy back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, whether they have bangs or not, or like a certain cut. I was like, that's actually very interesting because I never switch up. I don't really switch up my hair. And like I've just had like middle part long hair for like years and years. I'm like, not that I'm getting old, but it's like, you know, it might be good to sometimes like switch up some layers, like cut some bangs,
Yeah.
like do something so that you're not stagnant. I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
That really isn't. We always have this internal debate. I don't know if you guys
I
have
mean,
it.
look at me right there. I'm bleach
Yes.
blonde.
If you're watching on video, we always struggle because we'll do a photo shoot and then Danielle will dramatically dye or cut her hair, and I'm like, okay, so these pictures are void now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Versus my hair stays relatively the same.
Yeah.
If anything, it's a little short, whatever. And I see that. I thought that was a good thing. Like I was like, oh my god, my hair's just gonna be the same forever.
Yeah.
It is pretty classic. I don't know. It's just,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's like,
I think it's like styling more so, not like color.
yeah. And just, I think the idea of becoming stagnant in like your style in your life or becoming, just very routine and not ever feeling comfortable switching it up. I think she was just making that point. Like just always try something new. If,
Get
you
yourself
know.
out of your
I love
Yeah,
that.
I really like that too.
yeah.
I like a side part if it's like you have a lot of volume on like Hollywood glamour vibes. Like
Yeah.
I've been leaning into that sometimes. Or like if you're at the beach and you just kind of like throw your like where it's not like the true part, it just kind of like your hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love that
like
too.
a whoosh.
Yeah, intentionally done
I feel like you did a side part recently for,
for like a
shoot.
photo shoot. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's really cool if you wear like
It's
big
a cool
earrings.
look.
Or
Yeah, I
think it's
something,
really
or,
pretty.
like, yeah, with like the
Or with
Hollywood
like a
wig.
messy bun with a side part is cute because
Yeah.
like your hair
Yeah.
swoops if you have the right cut of
like up
bangs.
vibes. I know what you mean. Okay. Capris.
That's gonna be a no for me.
Yeah.
And
I don't
it's
think-
because I'm 5'2" and
Literally same.
a ginger, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be a no for me.
It would have to be such a curated, perfect look.
Yeah.
Like
I
I'm not
could
just
see even
throwing on.
capris.
Let's give it a year.
I could see in capris. I really could. I'm not even saying that to sabotage you. I feel like I could.
No, I
picture
like
you
capris
pulling
the
it
side
off.
part. You should do that.
I'm like, you should have a side part with capris and the mesh ballet flats. These
So
so
all the
cute.
trend stacking.
Yeah,
Habit stacking, no.
Yeah.
Trend stacking.
Maybe if it was really planned out, I don't think I would just have a pair of capris and I'm like, I love just throwing these on,
Yeah.
for a day.
Running errands.
But they could be cute.
I
Yeah.
know. I saw a girl that did a really cute outfit with capris lately, but she is tall.
Yeah, I think you
And
really
I
gotta have some
that
height on
really
you.
might need to be.
I will not
a
wear
part of it.
capris. What would you?
I wouldn't, but go off if you
Yeah.
want to do it on
Yeah.
yourself. It might be too much of
Some
middle
trends,
school. like-
I can hop on really fast. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see this is coming. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
wear it. Like, people will realize in a
Totally.
while that it's gonna be cool. And then there are some that I'm like, I'm not brave enough.
No.
I'm not the one.
You gotta feel good
Not
in
the
it. That's how you
one.
gotta rock. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, I'll wait till that gets to Zara.
Yeah.
Then I'll
Yes.
know it's like
oh, then it's mainstream.
yeah, then
Yeah.
it's mainstream.
Then
I'm like, I could
stick
do
out
that.
so much.
Yeah, then I'll
Yeah.
wait. More so because like the designers, I feel like introduce these trends, and then you're like, okay, I don't know. But then
Yeah,
when
it
it hits,
trickles down.
yeah, the trickle
Yeah.
down. Okay, next up, sweatpants that look like jeans. Have you guys seen these? The rag and bone.
Wait. I'm obsessed.
You haven't seen?
I saw these on. Okay, Audrey, the girl, the pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, she's not pregnant anymore. She
no,
had a
that's
baby.
wrong, Audrey. No.
She has like cute style. You know her. We
Oh,
follow
yeah,
her.
yeah.
She posted in them, and I screenshotted, and I was like, I need those immediately for
Yeah.
pregnancy specifically.
They
That's great.
look
Elastic
like
waist.
jeans.
They look like jeans.
Yeah.
Like, I
Or
thought
they're
she was
just
wearing
denim
jeans.
sweatpants.
I need to
So
show
they're
you
not
a
even
photo.
sweatpants. They're, the ones I've seen, they're like thinner. Actually, they're not like really sweatpants. They're like a
Jegging or
jegging material, but they're like baggy jeans or straight leg jeans. But
I need
rag
to
and
see
bone.
them in person.
Yeah,
but-
I haven't seen them in person.
I've never seen them, but on her video, she was like very freshly postpartum, and I was like, holy, like she's already wearing those jeans, and she's like, these are sweatpants, and she like went like this. They were literally
Oh.
sweats, but they looked like jeans, and I was like, and she was like, I wish I would have had these
Right?
in my whole pregnancy because like
So
you can't really
comfortable.
button jeans when you get, once your belly gets to a certain size, but to be wearing sweats is like best case scenario.
I've never
I
even
love
seen them.
pregnancy style though. I'm like, I love how people style.
It is
around
Yeah.
them. Like it's
It's
hot.
so
Yeah.
good.
It's literally hot.
No, you
It
both are
is.
crushing it. Like
Yeah.
these are the fits.
Thank you.
Um,
Apparently, denim jackets
Apparently
is the way
that,
to go.
yeah.
No, I
No,
know.
I love it.
Match,
But with the
yeah,
bar,
girls.
like,
Okay,
it's-
we'll do like two more.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
we'll be done. Ginormous purses.
I
Have you guys
love
seen, like-
a
love
huge
that.
bag.
Me too. Like a
always
big
have a huge
purse, not a
bag.
tote bag. Like a
Yeah.
big, like Bottega, like how they have
I've
these
seen
big.
that with
Yeah.
XL. like,
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Again, it's gonna like make you look little tiny. Like
Yes.
this
Yeah.
huge bag. It's like I'm so small.
Yeah, little me.
Yeah.
With this big old bag.
And
You're right.
I love a big bag to just fit stuff in.
Mhm.
Me too.
Like I love
more the merrier.
literally loading my entire life into my bag.
Yeah.
20 lip
Multiple-
products.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
I unloaded my purse the other day. My purse is not that big. I think I had over 20 lip balms.
Oh
I
my
don't even know how
gosh.
they fit. I was so
It's
confused. Like between lip
crazy.
liners, lip balms, and lip glosses, and they're all
Yeah.
like the same shade. I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
First of all, the audacity I have to be like going on Sephora, like, oh, the new lip shade, love
Yeah,
that. I'm
you're
like,
like,
girl,
I
you have
have
enough.
Yes, they're buried at the bottom of like all
They
my
really
purses.
just
I have
are.
that too.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, last one. Leopard print.
I love.
I
leopard.
love-
It's like really coming
Always.
back.
Yeah.
I love.
I feel like it had a moment though we were all scarred from the leopard midi skirt. Do you guys remember the leopard midi skirt?
Oh, yeah.
I would wear that all the time.
satiny
I
one.
love-
With the white tee. I know,
Mhm.
yeah, we all loved, but I think it's coming back in a different way.
I love it. Sometimes I don't like when people like talk about it too much because I'm like, don't ruin it. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like let's just
let it
keep
happen.
it's
let
just
it
like
be
I've seen so many
consistent.
TikToks about it. It's like red and leopard are in the. I'm like, shh.
Yeah,
just
I know.
Let
I
it
don't
speak
want
for
red to go
itself.
away. I
I'm
Because-
kind of here for animal print in general, though. I've
Yeah.
seen a little
Yeah.
zebra. I've
Love
seen,
zebra.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, did I have a zebra rug in my room in middle school? Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
It's
the
reworked
way,
a little.
the way I fixated on like zebra and hot pink,
Oh,
and black,
pink and black,
or
Had a
pink and
chokehold.
brown with like the cheetah. Like it was one of the other. One of my friends, her email was literally pink and brown chick. Because we were obsessed with like the color combo. of,
Emails
like,
are so fun to
like
like.
like brown gauchos with like a
I'm picturing it now.
or like a pink and brown polka dotted bedroom.
Yes.
brown.
pink and
plaid.
or pink and green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I had
Pink and
those like those
green.
PB teen like dots on the wall.
Yes.
That was me.
That's so funny.
Wow,
to say that.
I would've been
today.
so
I said to
jealous.
Brooke,
Yeah,
was
I would have
like,
been jealous.
I haven't worn. I'm wearing pink and black right now. I was like, Brooke, can I wear pink and black?
I was like, yeah,
Because I had blue jeans on, and it makes me. It reminds me of when I
Yeah.
was younger.
Pink and black is like such a nostalgic
We love
color
it.
combo
Yes.
for me. Like when I
guess they're
see it.
cover, honestly. But.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I love
Oh,
it. I love
cute.
it.
Well, that is all we have time for because now we're gonna go record with you guys.
Yeah.
Chat more. So, Tell everyone where they can find you guys and follow you and all the things.
You guys can follow us or our podcast. Everything's under What We Said podcast. We're on YouTube now. We just started doing video. We're trying to figure out our set. Leave us alone. He's like, I'd like it better. We're like, guys, it's not done. And we're scared. We need to hire a designer.
Under construction.
Under construction, but we're still getting video, and it's
hard
fun.
in the dust.
Yeah.
While we renovate.
Yeah.
Yes, it's in the works. You can follow me at Jaci Marie Smith on everything.
And you can follow me at Chelsey Jade Curtis on everything.
Love it.
Love
Thank
it.
you guys so
Thank
much
you
for being
guys.
on, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.